everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. How are you guys? It's Friday afternoon, and Lori Daybell was in court just now in Idaho, and wow, that was quite the hearing. This was the first time she had been appearing in Madison County since everything went down a couple weeks ago in Hawaii, and she had gone through two separate hearings in the state of Hawaii related to bail with zero reduction, and a judge in Idaho just reduced her bail from $5 million to $1 million, which is a little bit concerning because Lori Daybell and her husband, Chad Daybell, have a lot of money right now because Chad Daybell sort of got a large payout in October for life insurance. This is, I'm going to have to turn on member. If you guys, chat is going to go to members only because this video is, there we go. Sorry, guys. Are we still live? Are we live? Okay. I can turn back on chat, but right now something is going on here. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so in the hearing, they went through all of the different, sorry, I'm having so many issues right now. They went over all the different stipulations in this case, and Lori has hired a team of attorneys, 3 to be in fact, to help her with this, which is a lot different, a stark difference to what she was facing when she was in Hawaii. 2 previous hearings in Hawaii had shown that her bail had not been reduced. So when they finally went over everything, when they went through all the different charges, when they talked through everything, her attorneys argued for a reduction. Now, their argument was that she had contacted police in Hawaii and notified them that if there was a warrant that would be taken out against her, that she would turn herself in. They also argued that the average bond for the specific charge of desertion that she is being charged with in the state of Idaho is $500. So a $5 million bond would be 10,000 times that of what the average bond in this case would be. Additionally, they went on to say that she has tons of family in the area. They're all located locally. They have a home that they've resided in for at least 5 years, which is weird because Tammy, she hasn't lived in Idaho for 5 years. So Chad has lived in Idaho, but not Lori. So they're referencing Chad's residence as a stable place. They're also saying that she poses no flight risk because she has no passport. And they slammed the assertion that she fled to Hawaii because they said that was a planned move to a place that she had previously lived, and she moved into the same neighborhood in which she had lived before in Kauai. Somehow this is beyond my understanding. I don't understand. They also said that she's maintained long-term employment, that she will appear, that she has consistency in her residencies. So she's lived in places for years and years and years. They say that they are doing this to her because of the media attention, and that her entire case is being tried in front of the media rather than actually in the court. And because of the media attention, they're putting this bond on her. And she wouldn't be able to go anywhere anyways because the media would be following her. They're saying that the media and everyone around them has made her guilty before she's ever been charged, that a $5 million bond essentially puts her in a no bond situation. they referenced a case that was recently in the news in Idaho that was a trial for a MURDER, and they said that specific case was only set at $1 million, so they felt like the $5 million was over and was too much and excessive. They said that she won't be able to go anywhere because there's going to be cameras following her. She said that she will abide by all court requirements and that she is going to be completely fine. And she will totally be there. And she'll go to all of the court hearings and she will be every single place. Then the prosecutors, when they argued, they did not agree with them. They said that on November 25th, when they did a welfare check, they immediately left that very next day. So they don't necessarily agree with this being a planned move. They said that there's at least 3 other cases that are being investigated around her. And while she hasn't necessarily been charged, that it should be sort of an indication of what's going on and what's in this case. They also said that she lied to investigators and misled police, which caused delays in this investigation to find the children. And so because of that, they feel like she needs the $5 million bond. They also said that Chad has a large portion of resources and would be potentially able to make bond if needed in this case. And they do think that she would be a flight risk. And they did not buy that she would turn herself in on a warrant when she fled after they simply did a welfare check on the children. Somehow, in the middle of all of this, a judge decides that she is going to be fine. And they have to weigh everything out. They have to look at all the statutes. They have to look at what's the average bond for this area. Her defense attorney said that it's clear that they're just trying to get her in because there's been so much media scrutiny. And so they're just trying to charge her with something to satisfy the public. Anyways, the judge basically says that he's going to, based on the guidelines in the state of Idaho and looking at all of the different charges and what are the requirements and everything else going around with the case, he decided that the bail of $5 million was excessive. So he announced that it would be a $1 million bond and he said that the pending court order that they used as a means of saying that she was not in obedience of that order, he said that there had been nothing set forth regarding any sort of nothing in the court system stating that she wasn't in compliance with that order. So he couldn't use that or something. I was like, what? The kids aren't at the DHS. Anyways, the stipulation of it is that they have to sign a waiver of extradition. She's not allowed to leave Madison, Jefferson, Bonneville, or Fremont counties. And if she does leave any of those counties, it would be without permission. She would be in violation of terms of bonds and release. And she would be have to go. They're going to place an ankle monitor on her, which would monitor her 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And she would be ordered to appear in court and maintain proper communication with her attorneys. Now she was in court and she was doing a lot of smugginess. She was making a lot of faces. She looked a little irritated. Chad was in court. He was also looking pretty smug. Overall, this is not a good sign. I mean, with the ankle monitor, there's a lower risk of her being able to go anywhere, but there's a high probability that she's going to bond out and that she's going to be in Idaho, a free lady on ankle monitor. Get down. So here we are. Idaho, way to go. Only in Idaho can there be 2 missing children, 3 other people disappeared and gone, and you have a lady that's going to go free and her husband's still free too. Woohoo! So, I can't understand why in Hawaii, who had no stake in this claim, no charges, nothing, they kept it at $5 million, but then as soon as she gets to Idaho, she hires some hotshot attorneys and suddenly it can be $1 million. This makes no sense. And still, why has nothing been brought up against Chad? Why is everything stalling with these other investigations? Why is everything taking so long? In any other case, if you look at other cases like, say, Gannon Stock, who had only been missing for a few months, they've already arrested someone for his, they're saying that he's not around anymore. So why in this case are they just assuming that these kids are around and not charging her with something greater? It's unbelievable. And I don't understand how in any circumstances this is even remotely feasible to assume that these children are still alive. Any other state, I swear to God, they would be charged with the what of these kids. So this is where we're at. We'll be I'll be on the pace as soon as she's bailed out. I'll let you guys know, because I can guarantee they're going to come up with that $100,000. He recently received $430,000 in a life insurance policy for Tammy. Who knows how much they have left of that after running to Hawaii, but I'm not happy. I want to know what you guys are thinking. Yeah, Gannon was 5 weeks missing. And then we have another little girl, Evelyn Boswell, who's been missing for 2 months, and there's already a lot of heat going on in Tennessee. Colorado has already arrested Gannon's stepmother. So what's going on with Idaho? This is 6 months these kids have been missing, and it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, the incompetence, my belief of the incompetence with the Idaho police and the Idaho law enforcement. All right, you guys, let me know what your comments are, what your thoughts are. I will be back later with more. Bye.